We're already going.
But that's all right. It's me and you. We got a special kind of friendship.
I am not your friend.
Sure you are. Fishing buddy?
Hey guys, happy Wednesday, middle of the damn week. Hump day.
Hey. I think I just broke Foxy's Keurig. I know that sounds like code for something else, but I think I did that exactly.
Yeah, because that's what I thought you meant. Like, okay, well, give her a few days. She'll feel better. It's been my experience. I've broken a few.
Right? She's got a little coffee station in her office, and I was stopping by before the show, getting a charger for my phone, and now it won't do shit. It's just flashing.
And that's when I broke my wife's Keurig.
That's when I broke my wife's Keurig. That's it.
So I remember guys who used to ask me like, hey man, how's it hanging? I go, to the left.
To the left.
Oh my God.
And I'm serious, because that's the thing guys actually do say to each other. It's like, how's it hanging?
Oh, it's the first time I heard something like that in my 53 years of life.
Oh, come on, bro. You never heard the old one about the two guys at the urinal? Man, this water's cold. Yeah, and it's deep too.
My favorite joke was, he says, hey man, you know what I found out today? Like, what's that? There's a little code at the very end of the rubber when you put it on. And, oh, you never seen it? Oh, I guess you didn't have to put the whole thing on.
That's great. You never seen it? No. Well,
like
I said anything.
I went to this little convenience store. I can't remember what it's called. It's like Country Market or something like that. It's in Stafford, Virginia. And I walked in there and I was with my buddies, like all my skater buddies. We're walking in there and I go, yeah, I need to, because they were behind the counter. I said, I need the largest condom you've got. What do you got? And she walked over, she showed me, and I'm like holding the box. I went, no. How about those? And I pointed, and there's hefty bags behind the counter.
Yes.
And my buddies all lost their shit, and she's just looked at me like, yeah, you got me.
Sure, whatever. Asshat. Nice.
Just watched a really good documentary this week, and I can't recommend it enough for anybody that's a fan of SNL, the history of SNL. And I love the John Candy one. I got so emotional. Anima got so emotional watching that because, God, John Candy was just a lovely fucking human being. He really was. And but I just watched this other one called I'm Chevy Chase and You're Not. And it's brand new documentary. And I was blown away by this documentary. I really was. And what I found the most shocking was I had bought into too many people's bullshit about him. And I'm going to tell you this. After watching that documentary, every single person that's got a beef with him, or shall we say, le biff, le biff.
Le Boeuf. Le Boeuf.
Yeah, that's a character in this movie, True Grit. Anybody who's got a le biff with him was a pussy. They really were. These are the people that were rejoicing and dancing around during the Me Too period. These are the kinds of people who had a problem with Chevy Chase. Kevin Smith, right on the top. He's got cherry on the cake of the
anything
shithead.
that guy said anyway. I mean,
Yeah, Kevin, I believed him. I met with Chevy. We were going to do a new Fletch movie, and we had checked their table. He told me how he invented comedy, and I'm like, wow, man, what a jackass. But then it's like I look back now on that, and it's like that fucking liar. He was a pussy. He didn't like Chevy Chase because Chevy Chase wasn't letting him use his ego to manage the conversation. And he's not going to be manhandled by somebody. And,
where there's smoke, there's usually fire. But
No,
you
he's
know,
an asshole.
You know what? President Trump's an asshole. You know, I mean, it's true that some
I
personalities are just
am an
abrasive.
asshole.
But here's the thing: some personalities are just abrasive. But
I am.
I think a lot of that may have been, and I haven't seen the documentary, but when you were telling me about it earlier, I was thinking to myself, you know, there's a whole lot of jealousy in that town. So
Yeah, there is.
be surprised
And
because that guy, let's face it, was at the top of his game at a very young age.
yep.
And he got a whole lot of opportunities in Hollywood that a lot of people wanted, and they didn't get them because he got them. You know.
Okay, what the fuck is going on, Martin, with Jonathan Hancock?
I don't know. He's having a ball.
What is it?
Like,
What's he doing?
Oh my God!
He's having a.
Are you having
party.
a stroke? Is he having a stroke? This is what a stroke looks like in the chat.
No.
Yeah, I'm getting a little worried here.
Hey, don't apologize, man. Express yourself.
That's awesome.
All right, let's show some love to our chat. We have got Snorty in the house. Hello, buddy. We love you, man. And then we had Eclay pop in. Hello, hello. I don't know why you say goodbye. I say hello. Somebody's a Beatles fan.
Yeah.
This
Somebody
guy.
here is not.
Yeah, whatever. At least point in the right direction, you idiot.
I am.
No, you're
On
not.
my screen, I am. Oh, hold on. It's mirrored. Okay, let me go flip that real quick for me. Yeah, it's mirrored. There we go. Now I can close it. So that chick over there, the hot
Not a
one,
fan.
the one I want to nail.
Yeah, that one.
Don't you I me?
The one stage left.
I guarantee you.
How many
Mildred,
people can relate to that stage left?
I bet you Mildred giggles at the shit that I say. You guys haven't heard a Martin noise yet until you hear what happened before the show. Anima and Martin got into an argument about the Maddie character in this that she can't act worth a shit. And Martin's like, shit, she's great. I love her, and it got so interesting. And then finally, there was no more arguing with Anima about it. And because Martin just got to the end of his tether and goes, yeah. This guttural noise came out of him. And I started laughing. And that's it. I'm done with the show. I've laughed all I can today.
There it is. Boom.
We have an angel in our midst.
Hey.
Hello, Keith.
What's up, Keefus?
Hey.
I am still introducing everybody from the chat. So let me get to Shirley Levasseur, whom I have known since the 90s.
No le beef. Levasseur.
No le beef. He is the one who, of course, as I've said, took over doing Josh's website for quite a while. And all doing that while her and her husband played this really creepy game online that they got me into. And boy, there's some weird people in that fucking game. It's like The Sims. What's it called?
Second Life.
Second Life. Yeah. But what was cool is like, I can't stop talking about this show. I'm sorry. I always love this. That Richard made money designing furniture and stuff for inside that Second Life. So people could go to his little, and as I recall, it was like a Japanese or Chinese style house that his character, his avatar, lived in. And he would build furniture and sell it. You could buy it online, and I thought that was fucking awesome, man. So greetings to Shirley Levasseur, whom I love and I have known for a long time. She's a very dear friend. And Slasher Fred is here. What is up, motherfucker? Yeah.
Motherfucker, shit.
Hold on. I got to do something here. Where's it at? Yeah, here it is. Yo, man, I'm Little Keith. I'm Tiny Keith. Yeah, motherfucker. Yeah.
And
I loved it that one night.
Keith.
I know.
Oh,
I
my
love that one
God.
night when people go, "What's up with Gary sounding more black than Keith?"
It's
Remember
the
that, Keith?
breeding and basically being coerced into being slightly better than I had been at that point.
Look
Yeah.
at this. What do you mean, you people?
What you
What,
mean?
what do you
people?
mean, you people?
What do you mean? You mean?
That's too much.
Hey, I see more people popping in. Of course, I mentioned Slasher Fred is here. What's up, buddy? And of course, I saw Connie. Connie is here. Connie Cleary.
Connie Cleary. She's
and
awesome.
of course, Jonathan Hancock. It makes you wonder, like, where did his last name come from?
Oh God.
Millers were
Don't.
Mills.
Just don't.
Smiths were Smithies.
Hey, just
What was your Hancock? What is it?
There's your answer, Snorty. Yes, he is.
I've been making that joke since high school because I had a buddy named Robert Hancock, and I did that joke back in 9th grade, and got a big old laugh there. Let's see. Anybody else pop in?
Slasher Fred.
Gary is backdoor Keith. What?
That's a good one.
BRB.
Oh, I guess that means we owe a backdoor video.
Yes, we do.
Donnie, there's your alley. Go around to the back door.
I had to take the music out of that, Shirley. I'm sure you noticed that. Oh, yeah, no question, my friend. I'm an ass. I perfected that from childhood on because I grew up on Chevy Chase and Bill Murray, and then also Don Rickles and Johnny Carson.
Mr. Warmth, nothing like him.
Nothing like him. And I loved it anytime he showed up on the Tonight Show, they'd play that Hispanic bullfighter song for him when he would come. I fucking love Don Rickles. And all of that got superseded by one man. He ended up becoming the one guy who had the biggest impact on my comedy was Norm Macdonald. I was apparently doing Norm Macdonald's voice when I didn't even know who he was. I just said, "Wait, I'm talking. Hey, yeah." And it reminded somebody of Norm Macdonald. I'm like, who the fuck is Norm Macdonald? I don't know. As a Hancock, all I can say is, you're welcome. Okay. And then you grew up on them. That must have been uncomfortable for them. I toss a lot at night.
Oh,
hey, Zacharino's here. I'm going to be hanging out with Zax tonight and going to be doing some Zax talk.
Well, fuck you, Kyle.
There you go. Going to be having some fun on Zax's channel tonight. God knows. Last one we did 1994 versus 1999 for fantasy, action, comedy, science fiction, and animation. I'm not going to say the first word. Yeah, Gary's a bit of a tosser. Yeah. Yeah, you betcha. Hey, you saying hi to you, Keith?
Hello. How we doing, Zax? Still recovering from all the long travel and going to see my the latest addition to my family, aka the other lady in my life. So,
yay! Hey, Sally Forth is here. Hi, Sally.
Oh. Pick yourselves up and Sally fuck. Sally fuck. Sally Forth.
Great stuff, man.
Snorty needs his video too.
Yeah, Gary. Run his video. God damn it.
Is it in here?
Do the snorty.
Shoot.
I'm a looking. Man, I went from one end to the other. Let's see it. There it is.
Sally
Found it.
says, hello, love.
See, that's how you do it. I already hit it, and it was too late.
Come on. You see this? Sally said,
hello, loves. I have my kids today, so I'm keeping y'all on quiet in the background while I do parenting stuff.
She's confirming we are not suitable for children.
You know what? Where the fuck is Gambit?
Oh,
that's right. He's usually in here hours before the show.
He must be in Davos.
Oh my goodness gracious. So we're going to be talking about a classic film today. And by the way, again, I want to point out, if you haven't seen it yet, the new Chevy Chase documentary, I'm Chevy Chase and You're Not, is worth the watch. I think it was very good. It's not, to me, it's not as good as the one with John Candy. That's just, that's a damn fine documentary. Very emotional. But this one got emotional for me in a couple of spots too. And I really came to understand that a lot of the shit that was said about him by other people was them being pussies and not being able to take a joke.
You mean like Shatner?
I don't know. I don't remember Shatner having a beef with him. Did he have a beef with him?
No. I mean, it sounds a lot like what was done to Shatner.
Oh, without a doubt. Yeah. Fuck yeah. And
look what Snorty says. Am I going to have to do all the Googling since Gambit is missing in action?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm afraid so, man. You and Slasher Fred got to share the responsibility.
No,
there he is.
He is here. Yes.
Like, we're starting to wonder where the fuck you were, mister.
He got stuck on Wikipedia.
All right, that's it. Show's over until he gets here. No, he's here. Hi, Gambit. So anyway, we are talking about a classic movie today, True Grit. And when asked, I will tell you this is my favorite version of the film, of the story, based on the book True Grit. But it is not the better of the two. Because, well, I know that the remake is more true to the novel. I mean, really true to that novel. I cannot believe what a good job they did in adapting that book. And I got to tell you, the ending of the new film is more emotional for me than the ending of John Wayne's. Because I love the ending of John Wayne. But they end on a happy note with him jumping over a fence on his horse.
Right.
You know? And freeze frame. Just like
and she doesn't lose her arm.
Yeah, she lost her arm. If you read the
was
book,
the part with the snake in the book. Was the part with the snake in the book?
And the scene with the snake is done better in the newer version done in 2010. And I just tell people, look, I fucking love John Wayne. So I'm always going to love this fucking movie. I really am.
Yeah.
Glen Campbell couldn't act his way out of a paper bag. I love that guy too. I love him on guitar and singing. A guy, and he's funny too. He's a real good, comedic person. Him hanging out with Roy Clark is the single greatest bit of entertainment you can ever have. Watching those
Didn't they do that on Hee Haw quite a bit? Yeah. That was about the old, because I'm not into country music, but those two are funny. They are.
Well, I grew up on Hee Haw, man. I don't like country music, but I enjoyed the music, watching the shows. I don't know. I think there's a bit of sharedness between Tom Selleck and Sam Elliott on that, Jonathan. I think both of them, when they work together, were amazing. But when they do Westerns, man, you can't beat Tom Selleck and Sam Elliott. The closest I've ever seen to it is Robert Duvall with
Costner.
Kevin Costner.
Yeah.
Because that is on my top 5 list of greatest westerns ever made.
Yeah, and anytime people bring up a slow burn story, kind of like Unforgiven was, that's the first movie I mention. I'm like, it's just like Unforgiven.
And you need to tell them,
or excuse me, Open Range. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The reason his intensity is so good in that film, Costner, is because he was fucking dying and didn't know it. He was having appendicitis and he fought it off. And he worked with this for a bit before finally the scene where they do the flood through the town.
Yeah. That
was the last night. And when they wrapped the shooting for that, he headed straight to the hospital.
Wow.
Yeah.
Great.
That shit is dangerous, man.
Brolin
that to rupture.
Brolin plays Rooster in the new one, right? Is Brolin?
Who? No.
Josh Brolin, who's playing?
No. That's Jeff Bridges, my brother.
Oh, Jeff Bridges. Okay. Oh,
Jeff
right.
Bridges. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, dude. Yeah. Yeah. It's Jeff Bridges.
Yeah. In the new film, which is kind of hard to call it that. It's already like 16 years old. In the new film from 2010, Josh was playing Tom Chaney, the guy with the gun, the burn,
the
powder burn
mark.
on his face. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it infused into his skin because it was fired so close to his face.
Jeff Bridges plays Rooster.
Tattoo by fire.
They made this. They made the new one after The Big Lebowski, right? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that was in the 90s.
Yeah.
And I can tell you right now, we will be celebrating both Joel and Ethan Coen on separate months, September and November. We're going to celebrate both brothers.
You got plenty of movies to talk about.
Oh my God, so many.
We need a Jeff Bridges week.
You need a Jeff.
Hey, I'd be down for that. I'm a big fan. Jagged Edge should be number 1 on my list, man.
When was he born?
I'm looking it up.
Don't know.
You need 2 weeks for Jeff Bridges.
There's a lot of movies there, man.
December.
You got Tron.
We could do him in December,
Edge.
Gary.
I totally want to do Jeff Bridges.
Oh,
do you really?
I knew.
I knew. Gary.
I always suspected it.
I really want to capture and really get the nature of him. So I guess you could say I want to nail Jeff Bridges.
I don't think he will be down to that.
His birthday is December 4th. It won't be till the end of the year.
He will say the dude does not abide.
Damn it. 1949. He's getting up there, man.
Oh,
He's
man.
85 now. Right,
86.
Yep.
Um,
No, he'll be 87 this year. Yeah,
76
right?
is his age. 76, so he's turning 77 this year.
That's right. My math's 10 off there. Yeah.
Your math's not mathing.
It's not
Math much? Yeah. Right.
Let's see. We're going to be doing right now. I've got Brendan Fraser, Sam Jackson, and Jeff Bridges for December. And number 1 already on Brendan Fraser is a film that doesn't get enough love. A little film called Airheads.
Airheads, yes. He's one of the rock and rollers from
Rock
Airheads.
on, motherfucker, rock on. I love that movie, man. So let's get through some of these comments. We've got, I think that this movie may have been the inspiration for the entire female vigilante.
I don't know about that.
I don't.
Yeah.
Well, how do you? I'm not going to say no. Where's this idea coming from? Slash.
Yeah.
Snorty says, "Why by God, girl, that culture dragoon." Yes, great line. You're no bigger than a corn nubbin. What are you doing with that pistol? I fucking love that. And when she fires the damn thing, she falls on her ass.
Blows her out of her feet. Yeah. Freaking awesome.
Oh, Keith has to go. So
Keith,
can you please?
Yeah, say something.
No, I just wanted to come by, say hello, and also remind everybody we have our anniversary for all of this coming up soon. So be aware.
Oh, yeah. February, March It was right
Yep.
there at the end of February, 1st of March, when we launched what was originally just supposed to be Dangerous Nerds. And it became Pop Culture Minefield. And who named us, Keith? Who named the show?
Oh, man. We were named by Nolan.
Graham Nolan. Goddamn right. Graham Nolan named this show. I'm glad you remembered that, man. That's really great. Because we've been doing this for a while. YouTube is screwing us right now. We are now at one of the lowest viewership we've had in years. And it's because they're kicking us out of the feeds.
Yeah.
They're not letting us show up on the front page anymore. I'm sure it's something I said, but it could have been something you and Ben said. And do me a favor. Can you tell Ben to ask Ben to get a hold of me? Because I don't think he's getting my messages.
You got it.
Thanks, buddy. All right. Fuck off now.
Keith, it's great to hear your voice.
It's great to hear all of you guys. And again, even when I'm not here, I am watching.
I knew that.
And judging.
Oh, we know that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I do judge.
All right, brother. I'll talk to you later. I love you, man.
Do we know that ever?
Yeah,
There
don't
you
forget
go.
this,
Always
man.
watching,
If you
He's
say
always
something
watching.
stupid in front of Keith, that's the look you get.
right? Like, are you dumb?
All right. So, Graham Nolan, that's right. He named our show. Now he and Chuck are too busy with their own channels to ever fucking hang out with us again. Cocksuckers. I'm going to tell them that too.
Fargan bastages.
YouTube is regulating you one too many times, folks. It's true. Look, they're doing it to everybody. It's not like it's just us.
Yeah.
I've talked to a lot of channels that are just dropping numbers like crazy. And it's like, they're screwing us on our commercial ad revenue. Because I did set us up for that, and I'm about ready to turn it off. Because I'm tired of them. I'm just tired of them. And we've been trying to figure out how to do that shit over on Rumble. And Rumble is not user-friendly. That's my big beef with Rumble.
I think you have to join their creator program to.
I
get the
did.
thing
I
going.
already signed up
Even
for
then,
Oh, you did?
Even
Okay.
then, you're making peanuts.
Yeah.
Even when you're monetized, it's like nothing at all. Not worth it.
It seems like Zax was about to say something, and then he died.
It's
Typing. He doesn't know how to type out.
right.
That is difficult.
Oh no, absolutely. I've caught it. Look what it did to Tom
Yeah.
over
No,
there on
that was just
for
bizarre.
his Mead channel. And I went and I deleted some of my other channels that I was managing because what they did to him was because they saw a channel, even though it's completely different, it was a repeat and he's spamming. So I'm like, well, fuck you, man. I deleted those accounts.
Mm-hmm.
The only one I'm keeping right now is it's not really mine, it's Josh Becker's. And then I kept my music channel.
Yeah, which you should. Stuff for your original stuff, right?
Yep. By the way, I went and Anima, what do you think of that song?
I didn't have time to listen to it today. I was out all day.
Oh,
Sorry.
nothing warms my heart than when you ignore my shit.
I'm not ignoring you. Jesus Christ, I told you that. I don't listen to music on my phone because it sounds terrible.
It absolutely
headphones.
It's a deluge to the cockles of my heart.
Shut up.
I like that. Deluge to the cockles. of my
Oh,
heart.
welcome to the club, Sax. That they done that to us too. Copyright from years old streams.
Yep.
The fuck.
I'm right there with you, buddy. We got hit too. Like a bunch of them. One of them or three of them I'm not going to do anything about. I'm like, fuck you guys. I'm not changing anything on the Chief shows. And if you guys didn't know, KGRA is either going to go under or they're going to sell the radio station that I was on. About 2 weeks ago, Donna and decided that we're pulling the plug on the UFO show we were doing. And he saw the writing on the wall. He was done with that shit. And Bill, our buddy, our dear friend, Bill Skywatcher, left KGRA. He is the heart of that company.
I was fixing to say, when I heard that, I was like, yeah, they're done. That's everything. Crazy.
So he does his little gaming stream, which I follow. I jump in there in the chat. Go, hi, buddy. Oh, I was just sitting here waxing my testicles. Thought I'd watch you.
Hi.
Martin didn't do it, so Anima had to do it.
You see, you have made the German woman become Latin American.
Fuck off, Martin.
And it's going to become to the point where I'm going to probably become more reliant on our channel with stuff like this. Buy Gary some coffee or a pizza, stuff like this, because YouTube's absolutely boning us. Absolutely boning us.
A lot of people use Ko-Fi as another one, buddy.
What's Ko-Fi?
Coffee.
A lot of people call it coffee. It's Ko-Fi. It's another thing where you can get just like that Stream Elements thing, where you can get tips for stuff, and they don't take near as much.
Tips.
Yeah, it's like what I'm going to end up doing is probably not just ending the advertising, but ending the membership thing. Because
look, you're not the only one. Friggin' one of the biggest channels on YouTube, Moist Critical, stopped taking super chats. He said, I'm going to stop that because they're, especially after what happened to Camelot. Camelot got chargebacks on those.
Oh, I saw that. Yes,
chats.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Who was I listening to? It's either Geeks and Gamers or who was it? It was one of our people within our circle.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like I was watching a channel and they were talking about that, and I'm like, how the fuck do you do a chargeback?
Yeah, they specifically tell you when you're getting monetized, and I've just heard this because I'm not monetized yet, but that they don't do chargebacks yet. He got over $10,000 in chargebacks, man. It's ridiculous. They're just trying to kill channels. Period.
Well, and I think that's the truth. I think that is what's going on. I think they want to get rid of streamers. Mm-hmm. They have evolved to a point where they don't want us. Yep. And Rumble is all we've got.
Yeah. Hopefully it'll get better over there.
Streaming is not does not attract ads. That's the thing. You have to keep your channel, make videos. VOD, don't stream.
And the only reason I do this is so I can interact with the chat, you know. So this is one of my favorite scenes, and I think that both this one and the 2010 version are very enjoyable in how they depict this scene. Because I think Wayne and Bridges both react the right way. They're very similar in their performance in this courtroom scene.
Mm-hmm. Well,
now.
Oh,
dude,
sorry, go ahead.
That question that is mentioned, and you have your gun loaded and cocked. You as the audience say, "Of course, you idiot!" I'm going to enforce the law with my gun unloaded. Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty dumb. So let's just True Grit success spawned absolutely. I always felt that movie shouldn't have been made. I enjoyed it as a kid. I don't like it as an adult. I felt like it just diminished what we got in the original film.
Yeah, it's kind of the for lack of a better word, feminizing of Rooster Cogburn, really. Yeah. I get where you're coming from on that one. Yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't know this, but Ron Howard's little brother, Clint Howard, is plays the part of the gavel in the courtroom scene. That's Clint Howard there as the gavel.
God damn, bro.
Yeah.
That's what you get from me growing up on Chevy Chase.
Right.
Ryan Reynolds is in the documentary, and I didn't realize it until that documentary. He is Chevy Chase Jr.
Wow. Yeah.
He is spot on Chevy Chase.
Yeah. He's got the same sensibilities and the same comic timing.
Quick-witted quips.
Mm-hmm.
Quick-witted quips.
I can see that. Yep. Absolutely.
Oh wait, what's this? Where's it at? When we get to what was one of the 19th Stranger, the audience wasn't going to the movies because of television. Well, thanks a lot, Walter Cronkite.
and
you communist piece of shit.
And that problem has just accentuated with Netflix and all the streaming. And that's what they want to do to Warner.
Oh, they're going to destroy it, dude. I have no hope. Keith and I warned this was coming back in 2019. We warned that if the studios don't get smart, the streaming companies will put them out of business. And one of the ways that we brought up was buying them and completely driving them into the ground. Now, this guy that's playing the attorney in this, you might not recognize. He was Professor Robert Crater in Star Trek, the original series back in 66. He was in a lot of fucking TV and movies back in the day. And I think one of my favorite last things he did, he played the real guy, Mike Romanoff, in the biopic for Humphrey Bogart that came out in 1980. Very good film. Very good film. When I was in Italy, I took some great video of Michelangelo's David. YouTube flags it for. Oh,
it's a freaking statue. Oh. Holy shit.
Unfucking believable. Kids can walk around that statue. Oh my God. Mia Farrow was originally cast as Maddie and was keen on the role. However, prior to filming, she made the film Secret Ceremony in England with Mitchum, who advised her not to work with John Wayne. What?
No, with Westerns.
With
Western director Hathaway.
With him.
Because he was cantankerous. I wish she had done it. I believe she would have been better as Maddie. About the same age. I think she was actually 18. So that would have put her even closer to the age. She was 22 when she played this character, Kim Darby. Kim Darby is old and she still looks like a little kid.
Male kid.
We have this. Jesus Christ.
Mary, she went from.
She looks like a boy. I'm sorry.
James T. Kirk to annoying John Wayne. Well, with that haircut, but they were kind of going for that because she was kind of a tom girl. Her character. She worked on a ranch. Now, even though he kept her out of the really hard, dangerous work, she still did stuff around that ranch. So, and she was definitely a daddy's girl. And I love that about the character. But I do think, and I absolutely will not argue with Anna on this, that the remake, what's her name?
Haley Steinfeld.
Yeah, she played it better. And I just think she's a better actor in the role. I don't know about rest of the films. I mean, I enjoyed her in the Kevin Costner movie, 3 Days to Kill. But she was the better version of Maddie. She felt more like Maddie from the book. Although the old lady version of Maddie, who's like in her 40s or 50s, she does not look like Haley at all. I'm like, you did not pick an actress that fit the look of your lead actress for playing Maddie. It's because they have AI scanning everything. And
there you go.
It can't tell the difference between statue art and real people. More reasons why to stop fucking doing that. Farrow asked producer Hal B. Wallace to replace Hathaway with Roman Polanski, who had directed Farrow in Rosemary's Baby, but Wallace refused for probably a good fucking reason. He was a fucking pervert. He was a pervert.
Yep.
I know
and
it's
who
tragic.
is she to demand a different director? What the fuck?
Well, if as an actor you put seats in a theater, you may have that much weight.
Are you trying to say asses in seats, Martin? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Took us in cushions.
Took us in cushions. That's a good one.
What, you thought I'd say something else? You kids, get away from here, you mashuganas. You're going to put yourself through puberty. Do it somewhere else.
Have fun storming the castle.
Farrow quit the film, which was then offered to Michelle Carey, Sandra Locke, and Tuesday. Sandra Locke's another one that can't act. In one of the original
she
versions.
just made it in movies because of Clint Eastwood. Come on, man.
Yeah, well, she was in film before him, but the fact is he kind of turned her into a quasi star, and she could not fucking act. After Clint, where did she go? Nowhere. She's just this weird chick that looks at you weird. Apparently, she was a hell of a bang. Like, I don't care.
Well, yeah, that's pretty much why Clint hung out.
That's like what's his name? Jay Moore tells that story. He goes, I had the weirdest conversation with Clint Eastwood once when he was working with him, and he says, because he was making fun of Jay Moore being an alcoholic and not being able to have beer, and later he says, so how long have you been dry? Like, yeah, he does a perfect impression. Jay Moore does. Like, how long have you been dry? And he talks about it, getting his coin, all this shit. And Clint goes, I have a bad addiction too. It's different than yours. Mine is poontang.
Poontang.
And it's true. The guy, I don't think he knows how to say no.
Yeah.
You know, and he was constantly banging girls and actresses. And Elvis Presley was the original choice for. Look, I'm going to tell you something. Elvis can actually fucking act a little bit.
Yes.
Glenn can't.
No.
Yeah, but I don't see him as LaBeouf.
Elvis Presley is like, let's think, it's like Fruit Loops compared to Glen Campbell, who is just basically dry oats.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
He's not even Cheerio level.
You know, just fucking dry old oats. But I love Glen Campbell. I will not shit on him.
Come on. He was married to one of the finest women on the planet at one point, man. Oh, my God.
Who? His wife?
Something. Yeah. Remember Tanya Tucker? Remember?
You know, I never liked that name because it sounds too much like fucker. I'm serious.
Yeah.
I'm serious. I hated that name. I'm like,
what you want to hear, Gary?
Get a fucking stage name, for God's sakes. That just sounds like the next word's going to be, Tucker fucker. You know, it just fucking weird. I hate some actors and artists who don't change their names because I'm like, that's going to be in people's heads, whether you like it or not. Here in our panel, it was in people's fucking heads. Mm-hmm. That Tucker sounds like fucker.
Mm-hmm.
I love this, her relationship with this damn horse, and she wants that horse, and nobody can fucking outact Strother Martin.
Mm-hmm.
No one.
Yeah.
When he is in a scene, no, I don't care who's in the scene with him, he owns that scene.
Yeah, he does.
And that's why Jimmy Stewart, when they did the TV show together, he walked in for a scene where Strother has a pencil in one hand and a rubber band in the other. And Stewart goes, oh, no. He can have one or the other. I'm not, nobody will even notice I'm in the scene if he has both. And it's true, because, man, that guy could steal the scene. The spitting fucking boss from Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, they were like observers in that scene. They weren't in that scene. They looked like they were sitting on the side watching Strother Martin perform.
Isn't Strother Martin, isn't he the one from Cool Hand Luke with that
famous
quote? Yeah.
And he went on
what
SNL.
What we've got here is...
He went on SNL, and Bill Murray plays their version of Cool Hand Luke, but it's not a prison camp. It is a French summer camp where you have to learn French, and Bill Murray refuses to learn French. And when he delivers that line after he gets put in the box, he looks at everybody. He goes, now, what we have here is failure to communicate bilingually. Strother fucking Martin, man.
He
was
wants it. He gets it.
He also had another great skit, and he didn't die long after this. He did a skit where he died, and he left a video for his heirs, where it seems like he's in the other room on camera talking back to them because he's predicting what they're going to say when he says things. And he ends up responding to them. And that's such a weird fucking scene. It's funny as shit. Strother Martin. He was a fucking class actor right there. No, but there was no other B actor as good as him. Closest to him is Miller from Roger Corman films. Dick Miller. Dick Miller was a great B actor, supporting actor. Fuck, man. Strother Martin was the shit. Rockadoodle is his character, gets a job as Elvis impersonator. Strother Martin was great. Absolutely. James Stewart had a stutter like that in a cartoon short, Hollywood Steps Out 41 for Looney Tunes. He goes, I don't know. I don't. I had a teacher that had that same stutter, Mr. Cuny. And I got into a fist fight in the middle of industrial arts class. I beat the shit out of one of the biggest bullies in the school in front of everybody. Just knocked the shit out of him. And nobody saw it coming, man. I was that fucking rager that it was built in a smaller body. They didn't expect that. And he came out of his little windowed room that sat up above all of us like God. And he's up there. He comes running out and he's trying to yell stop or something. And he's like, you, trying to get the fight to stop. It was hilarious. Dorothy Lamour asked Stewart to dance with her. He relents and says, all right. Oh, yeah. I'm assuming that's one of the Warner Brothers Looney Tunes, because I don't know if that was actually Jimmy Stewart, because Mel Blanc did a lot of impersonations that were pretty good in those early Looney Tune cartoons. Merry Melodies.
Merry Melodies. Yep.
Only true fans will fucking remember that shit.
Oh.
I love these scenes between him and not just her, but the scenes with the cat. And if you don't know, there's a story behind that cat that Anima should tell you.
I forgot his name though.
And the guy's name is H.W. Gim, playing Chin Lee. Great little Chinese actor. But the cat is a famous cat, even though it's not one cat. Many people thought it was one cat in all these different movies.
It was in the beginning.
Well, the cat died.
Lady had the stray, because he was a stray, and the old lady who got him didn't get him his vaccines and shit. But she brought him to an audition when they were looking for a cat for a movie, and he won. But before filming began, he died because he got sick because he wasn't vaccinated. So they have like up to 50 different red cats, but they all act under his name. It's funny.
And Ginger the cat is the name of the cat, was played by General Sterling Price. Anima.
No, that was not the name in that documentary.
But this movie was mentioned in that documentary as being one of the cats.
Oh, yeah. But they actually have different cats in the movie because it's easier to train one cat for one action than one cat for all the actions.
The one main one that he used after the first one died the year this movie went into production. And that's why it's not the original cat. It's the other one, the one that sits quietly.
Yeah.
It's because he had multiple cats. Ones that knew how to do shit, because you use food with cats to get them to do shit. Once they're satiated, they're going to lie down and go, fuck you, I'm not doing anything. And then they had some of the ginger cats that were really good at walking like on fences and shit, and ones that were good at laying down and just being calm in a crazy movie set. They would still be calm all the time.
Yeah, they mentioned one cat, I forgot his name, that when you put him on the bottom of the stairs to film a scene, at the end of the day, he would still be in that location.
Be at the bottom of the stairs.
He was lazy.
He would not move. He was lazy as hell. He's a good cat, good kitty.
So he would be used for scenes where he just needed to lie quietly somewhere and just watch and judge as cats do.
I got to tell you about this scene. I love this scene so much because she's already paid him, okay? And now he's wanting to bring LaBeef in. And she doesn't want that. And he's, well, little sister, I'm sorry, but, there's a lot more money to be had here. And she gets up and walks out. I want nothing to do with this, and I want my money back. And he goes, well, it's already been spent. Oh, I've always wondered if Stewart stuttered like that when he was, he had a bit of a stammer. And I don't know if it was a real stammer or one of those trained ones where he didn't like the sound of silence, so he would fill it when he was still thinking with a stammer, because there's a really good chance that that's what that was. That isn't really Jimmy. I didn't think so. I figured it was probably Mel Blanc. Mel Blanc did a killer Clark Gable, like spot on Clark Gable. And the amazing thing is when you learn that Bugs Bunny is loosely based on Clark Gable with the big ears and the buck teeth. And
wow.
The New York accent is based off of Clark.
That's awesome.
I
never would have thought of that, man. Never would have thought of that.
It's funky, but it's true. Cool. Animal will tell you, I will stop and watch a video on Mel Blanc. And he was on the Tonight Show. And she sat there with me and watched him in that interview. And I'm like, you have no idea. That guy was an idol to me. Like, I learned how to do voices because of him. I started imitating
was awesome.
things.
Yeah.
I learned how to do voices of other people, imitating them. I learned how to do funny voices. Like, I can do some of the cartoon characters. Like, I can do Porky Pig.
I can do Droopy Dog.
I can do Droopy. When I listen to him, I can do Huckleberry Hound. I have to listen to him first to catch that Andy Griffith drawl that he does, because that is what he's doing. It's Andy Griffith.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing impression. A lot of people don't know this. Some of the most famous cartoon characters were actually imitating somebody else that was famous, like with the Flintstones. That was supposed to be Art Carney and Jackie Gleason. And but the first Barney Rubble sounds all fucked up because they were afraid that they were going to get sued by Jackie Gleason. So they gave Barney like really stupid voice that I can't stand to this day. Like, oh, back here, back of the voice, high pitched. And then like later, he was able to do more of an Art Carney impression with, hey, Fred, New York accent.
Mm-hmm.
And then I can do his laugh too. And I do that naturally. My daughter has the same laugh. Eyes or ears off him whenever he spoke. Oh, fuck no, dude. Gambit, I kid you not. I adore Mel Blanc. I just, great adoration for that man and what he did. He gave us so much joy as kids.
You know, what's funny is a lot of people go to these conventions now to meet voice actors from their favorite animated shows. And that guy was the voice actor for everything Warner Brothers did at the time, man.
Yeah, awesome. The only voices he ended up not doing for Warner Brothers was the voice of Roadrunner,
mm-hmm.
which wasn't a talkie voice. It was the meep, meep.
Meep, meep.
Yep. He did that voice, or didn't do that voice, and he ended up not doing, or maybe he did do Wile E. Coyote because he had a bit of an English accent.
Wile E. Coyote.
Super
genius.
Yep. You know the one I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, absolutely. And I love that shit. So anyway, so this is the scene where she takes off running and she's all upset. And they go on about their business to do what they're going to do. And then she shows up at the dock for the, what do they call this? Ferry, the small ferry boat. Take them across the river. And LaBeef lies and says that she's got a warrant as a runaway. And she goes, I certainly do not. And then they ask him because he's a U.S. Marshal. He says, she sure does, little sister, you know. And so they're going to try to go reward on her, and then she smacks the guy with her hat and takes off running on her horse. Well, she's not running; the horse is running, galloping away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love this shit, man.
Great show. But
I love that shitty bed he sleeps on.
Yeah. And he's constantly trying to be her like father figure and threatening to spank her.
He keeps calling her little sister.
Yeah, little sister.
Well, he says he sees himself in her.
No, I'm thinking of. I'm not talking about Rooster. I'm talking about Glen Campbell. He's always talking down to her like she's nothing.
I thought about giving you a kiss.
Right? Weirdo.
Yeah, you hear that, and then you hear someone just said he sees himself in her, and I'm like, gross.
Weird.
That's who I was talking about.
Oh, absolutely. I showed Anima him doing that. Fuck yeah, I love that voice that he could do that. A car. The man who voiced Jimmy Stewart, Peter Lorre, Mickey Rooney, Edward G. Robinson, Edgar J. Hoover, and so on in the cartoon was Ken Rogers, and Mel Blake imitated Jerry Colonna. That's great. Man. Yeah, and of course, the Jack Benny show is like one of my favorites. I used to do not a bad Jimmy Stewart impression. Well. Oh, Rochester.
We could do a whole show about impressionists, man. Richard Little was Rich Little.
Rich Little. He's still alive, isn't he? I think he's still with us.
Is he?
I think so.
They've got another guy now that's really, really good. A young guy that
still with us, and he was, in my personal opinion, the best.
Yeah,
because the variation of his impressions, and I've showed him to you, Anima, doing impressions. He did the best impression of Johnny Carson I ever seen. He did it in front of him, so much so that it cracked Johnny Carson up.
Yeah, yeah.
Like he did this one. He goes, he says, the other night I was doing an impression of you, and he says, and I want to let you know, I quip better as you than I do as myself. He says, I don't think it's coming from me. I think that I'm tuning into you, and I'm coming up with things. And he says, the other night I did one I'd never even said before, where he says, doing the Johnny Carson impression, may a dog die humping your leg.
Was he doing the Karnak thing? Is that...
Yeah, he was doing. He was doing just straight Carson when he did it. When Carson would respond to the audience if they didn't laugh, because he really did. He had one of the best responses to non-laughter to his jokes.
Yeah.
He would like stop and just look at the crowd. Not buying it, huh?
Yeah, he knew how to keep it going, man. He did. That's what makes him the GOAT, man. Yeah.
Well, he ended up getting the longest laugh in live television history.
Oh my God, yeah.
When he had Ed Ames on from Daniel Boone show, and he was showing how to throw a tomahawk, and they had a wooden board there with the human cowboy outline. And then he does it, and he throws it, and it hits him right in the crotch with the handle sticking straight up in the air. The audience loses their mind, but Carson milks it.
Yeah.
Because Ed Ames wants to get that fucking tomahawk, and he goes, no. And then just tells the camera to look back at that fucking thing, and then look back at him, just looking at the camera like, this just happened live. He's not talking, he's saying this with his eyes. That just happened on live TV. Yes. And he ended up getting the record for the longest laugh in television history, live television. Man. Carson. He was the shit.
GOAT, man. He was the GOAT. He was
and
the
he was
best.
Close.
He was the best at at MC in the Academy Awards too. I mean,
Yeah,
the only one that
him.
came close was Billy Crystal. You know,
And he snubbed the Oscars.
Yeah,
when they fired him to replace him, and that was the year that Phil Collins was up for an Oscar for Against All Odds, and they got some fucking dancer to come in and sing for him because Gregory Peck, this is a quote, says, "Who's Bill Colick?"
Ah,
yeah, he didn't know who Bill Colick was. Phil Collins, you dumb motherfucker. I love Gregory Peck, but fuck him for that.
But come on, bro.
Yeah, come on, man. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
So Johnny had Phil Collins on the Oscars. I mean, on his show after the Oscars, and let him perform. And he pointed out, we have more viewership.
Yeah.
And so he went on the Tonight Show after the Oscars and performed Against All Odds live on stage there at the Carson Show. Fucking great shit, man.
Yep.
This is another good scene. I love because sitting around a table back then, it was important in America all the way up through the 50s. And then in the 60s, people started eating TV dinners on their little TV trays. And that's when it began to fall apart, sitting around a table, eating together, having conversation.
Which is sad.
I know. But what I did with Zoe, because we didn't have a dining room table. We had those tables too. I would turn off television during dinner and we would just talk because I liked having that with her. And Zoe will tell you, man, nobody was a better listener than me, because she would come home with, I would ask her, so how was your day? How'd your day go? Anything interesting happen today? I would ask these questions of her. And I would sit down, pull my spine out, and just sit there like a lump on a log and listen to my daughter talk for an hour to an hour and a half, telling me everything that happened to her. Yeah, because that's so important to her. It's that connection we have. I also did this because I wanted to make sure she ended up with a guy that listens. Because you got to have somebody that gives a shit and really cares enough to shut the fuck up and listen to you. And the only problem was, and Mac put a great little cartoon strip up on there from the comic strip Zoe. Okay. And she's sitting there talking to her brother and her dad at a picnic bench, talking about all these things. And then the dad interrupts her, goes, baby, I got to tell you something. Your stories, he goes, what did he say? He says, too much plot, not enough story.
Oh, man.
To his daughter. And I fucking cracked up laughing because that is my daughter Zoe to the teeth.
Yeah, you listen to her talk about her day and it's like watching a fucking soap opera.
Well, yeah, because now that she's an adult, that goes out there and like meets boys and has sex and gets drunk, our conversations have changed a lot. But our conversation is still usually me shutting up and listening to my daughter because I am a good listener. I try to be a good listener. And but I sat there and I'm listening to her talk to me one day, and I said, oh my fucking God, this is like a pre-production meeting for a reality show.
Yep. That sums it up.
That's awesome.
Really.
I get to sit and listen to my daughter do a table read of what's going to happen in the show tonight. And I'm just like, man, and I do get on her. I do, about some of the shit she says and does. And you notice now she gets a little nervous saying things to me. Like she'll start to say literally. And because I fucking hate that when people use that constantly, literally.
Yeah.
I literally hate excessive use of the word literally. The chemistry between Kim and John is so, yeah. Well, that's what sells the movie. Even though Anima didn't like her, I see what sold this movie is he's like a big brother with her. And he's going to risk his own life. But I prefer the final scene between him and her in the Jeff Bridges, because there was no fucking wagon. He rode that horse till it died, and he did stick it with a knife in the book. And he picked her ass up in that cold weather. He's an old fucking drunk.
Right.
And ran all the way to that house to save her.
And they changed that in this movie too, because it's not winter.
No, it's, I don't know. Anyway.
Looks like summer.
Because it is summer, but you know, there's no snow on the peaks, you know, in the background. This scene reminds me of a scene in the movie called The Missouri Breaks with Nicholson, Marlon Brando, great cast.
Don't think I've seen that one. I've heard of it, but I've never seen that one. I don't.
Gotta see it, dude. You gotta see it.
Yeah, I hear great things about it. That's
movie.
One of the ones that slipped through the cracks on me. You know,
Marlon Brando's death scene is the greatest thing I've ever watched in a murder on screen, because all of it's done off camera, and he wakes up after his throat's been slit, and you hear Nicholson go. He says that line. He says, "That sound that woke you up, that was my knife cutting your throat." And he's like, and he can't talk. He's like, "Oh," and he dies. And Nicholson just sits up on top of him, looking at him, watching his eyes. It's an intense fucking scene. I love that fucking movie so much. It's also in my top list of favorite Westerns of all time, because I do like that movie. Wait. Gambit said something's free. What's free on YouTube?
It's free on YouTube. Okay, let's go up.
I'm looking. I see King James Bible, Jack Benny.
Jack Benny show, and Mel Blanc played a violinist with a French accent. Jack Benny.
Maybe that's it.
What
he did Pepe Le Pew.
Oh my God. Pepe's
and
one
does
of my
anybody know
ever.
Who is that voice supposed to be?
Don't know.
It's a real actor, Maurice Chevalier.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
That's who he was doing an impression of for Pepe Le Pew. Oh, mon cher.
Pepe Le Pew.
I love your hand. I love your arm.
That's me with the right woman, dude. I'm telling you, that is me. I'm just.
You're the beautiful
boy. Remember True Lies?
Yeah.
So, who wrote this shit?
Yeah, who wrote this shit? That's Pepe Le Pew's language right there. The language of love.
The language of love. Mon chéri. And now they hate this cartoon. The wokesters today hate it because he's got the grape.
Oh yeah,
mindset.
Whatever.
Like,
sorry,
fuck
one
off,
of the greatest
man.
things ever.
You know, and these are the same people that don't give a shit that there's hip hop out there talking about, fuck me in the ass, fuck me in my big fat ass. I'm serious. These are actual lines from songs.
Right, they are.
Yep.
Yeah.
Damn
whatever.
Fucking assholes.
Don't be judging.
Hypocrites, man. Nothing worse than a hypocrite. They shot it from September to December. Whatever months they did, doesn't look cold in this film at all. But this little hut they have here is the thing that reminds me of the hut they had where they hid out after like a robbery or some shit in that movie, The Missouri Breaks. Because the Missouri Breaks was a region of Arkansas, Missouri, where the border was, where it was pretty porous and people could hide out there. A lot of forest in the Ozarks. Yeah, this sucks. And the scene is done pretty much the same way in the newer version too, where he gets stabbed. And for those of you who don't know, that's Dennis Hopper.
Yes. Dennis
Hopper really liked John Wayne. And he said, John Wayne gave me the best acting advice I ever got. And you can see that one on David Letterman, that interview with him.
Really? He's in my favorite John Wayne movie ever, man. The Sons of Katie Elder. He plays the young son of the bad guy in it,
Yep.
Yeah. Boy, he was young when they were making these movies. Yeah.
Here's this guy. He is a radical. He is a fucking druggie. And
I'll be back, guys.
What?
He said, "I'll be back."
Okay, but
and one of my favorite stories he told on David Letterman was, he says, "Yeah, I went to Mexico, and like 8 months later, I came home, and I don't have any memory of what happened." That's fucking crazy. His life, man. Dennis Hopper.
Dennis Hopper is, it's comparable to that writer that wrote, what was the name of that? Something to do with Vegas. What, the famous writer I'm talking about.
Fear and Loathing. Yeah, Fear and Loathing.
Yeah, Fear and Loathing. Yeah.
I was shaking my head. Had the
pretty much. Those two are parallel lives, different types of art, but man, yeah.
Because he went to shoot a film down there in Mexico, and what he turned in pissed a lot of people off and destroyed a studio. He fucking ruined that studio with that movie, because he went down to Mexico to make a movie about a guy going to Mexico to make a movie.
Yeah.
No shit. Let's see if I can find the name of that thing, because that's some crazy shit, man. Dennis Hopper. Fuck, man. I love the dude. Great fucking actor.
Yes.
Robert Duvall, though, to me is so good in this movie as Ned Pepper.
Yeah.
And I like the kid from Saving Private Ryan that played him in the new movie, 2010 movie. But good God, man, Robert Duvall owned that character.
Yeah, he did.
So Dennis Hopper, let me go look it up real quick. What was that?
What's funny to me is when Speed came out, a lot of people didn't know who Dennis Hopper was. I was like, guys, are you kidding
me? He's been out of
the
things for a while. Yeah, but he wasn't in anything big for a long time.
A long time. I think, the space between Easy Rider and that movie was a long, long time. It was damn near.
Yeah, he pissed off a lot of people in Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to find that movie. It's right around 60. He did Cool Hand Luke. He did The Trip.
I guess, no, it wasn't Speed. It was the one that David Lynch made that I remember seeing him in. It was before Speed. That was the first one I'd seen him in a long time. What was it, Blue Velvet? Oh, my God. He's crazy in that fucking flick.
I think this is it right here. Yep, this is it.
Okay.
It is called The Last Movie, and it sells itself on
movie? That's the name
this
of
is this is the tagline. The most controversial film in years. Some critics were outraged, others found it a unique experience, but no critic ignored the impact of this first film by famed director star of Easy Rider, Dennis Hopper. See and judge it yourself. Boy, oh boy, that movie tanked. The
Last Movie.
Yep.
I'll have to check that out, man.
And booze and alcohol is what fucked him up.
For sure.
Blue Velvet, I got to tell you.
Yeah.
I've seen a couple scenes from it. I've never wanted to see it.
Dude, it's strange. Yeah, it's...
I love David
I've seen
Lynch.
it once. I never wanted to watch it again. It's just very dark. Yeah.
It's mostly Dennis Hopper's performance that made me not want to watch it, because he's so good as playing evil.
Yes.
That
he's completely evil in that movie. Yeah, he is. Ugh. That movie's not for the meek.
Though it was not intended to be his last movie, it was his last movie.
And it was awesome.
It's an amazing way to go out, man.
Movie.
Boy, oh boy, did that movie cause the director and the actor to fight in that one.
What did they fight over?
Well, first of all, the very first thing they shot was him shooting that guy off his horse that was trying to rob him. He says, "Oh, here's my wallet and a little something extra," and there's a little gun hidden in the wallet, and he shoots him. And he turns to the director and says, Ford wouldn't have shot it that way. He said that to the director. This guy who directed Dirty Harry, he's a fucking good director. He directed Clint Eastwood a lot. And John started a beef with him.
La beef? Not to be confused with La Bouffe.
La Bouffe, La Beef.
Shia LaBeouf.
Biff. There's a kid trying to get his life together. I'm inspired by it. You got to be honest, because you didn't get to be as big a shithole as him.
He's turned it around. He has turned it around.
He found God, even though I didn't know he was missing. And he brought.
Yeah, I don't like when they say it that way.
Yeah. Well, when my ex-wife was in jail, a mutual friend said, yeah, she's changed a lot. She got out of jail. She found Jesus while she was in the jail. And I said, I bet his name was actually Jesus.
Yeah. What would they lock him up for?
Drugs.
That's why he got into wine. Yeah.
She did. She was in there for theft and technically embezzlement and writing bad checks and drug-related shit. And she met her future husband there, Chris. His nickname in Lebanon, Missouri, to the police, they told me this. His nickname is Weasel Dick.
Ew.
Yeah.
We do not want to know the story behind that nickname.
Right.
I don't know it. Don't care. I just thought that was funny as shit that was his nickname. Yeah, his street name is Weasel Dick. And I'm like, she's marrying him. All of her friends that gave up on her kept telling her, you need to go back to Gary. Gary was a good husband. But I didn't want her. I didn't want her around. When she didn't want to be there for Zoe, I'm like, and would rather do drugs, I'm like, yeah, I'm not asking you again. Big Trail served as a beginner for his career, but it wasn't until John Ford's Stagecoach 39 that it skyrocketed. He's talking about John Wayne, because John Wayne was a bit actor, He was like a singing cowboy in one series. And it was just like he was trying and struggling. And John Ford saw something in him and put him in that movie Stagecoach, and it made him a fucking star. He has that look, that charisma on screen. And he always referred to Ford as Papa. He really looked to him like he was his dad.
That's weird.
Which is why, Ford would berate him a lot later on and talk down to him. And the worst one is right after the war, he made a war film with Ford. It's the first one they made since the war ended. And Robert Montgomery was the co-star in the film. And Montgomery had to intervene because Ford kept mocking him for not having served, that he was yellow. Called him yellow. And Wayne would just drop his head, he just fucking broke it. And finally Montgomery says, hey, are you trying to make a film here? He says, why don't you stop focusing on your grief with Wayne here and make the damn movie? Ford had never had anybody say that to him before. And Robert Montgomery, damn good actor. So he shut the fuck up and never said another thing about it to Wayne. But he said, I think he needed that said to him because it pissed a lot of people off that he didn't serve. Jimmy Stewart, Clark Gable did. What the fuck's your fucking Lou Ayres? You guys don't know that name, do you?
Nope.
No, don't know.
He was the star of a little movie called "It's All Quiet on the Western Front," or Eastern Front. Eastern Front.
Western
Front.
And he was the main character, Lou Ayres, and he got such bad press because he declared himself a pacifist when the war broke out, and people were coward, yellow. What they didn't know is he signed up in the Army and became a combat medic. And he was given multiple awards for his service and gallantry under fire. Then they shut the fuck up to him. He didn't preach it and say, I'm joining up as a medic. He never said a fucking thing. He let them talk, and then he went and did what he did. Came back out, and it took his manager to point out, no, he served. What are you talking about? Then they shut the fuck up. Great fucking actor that never got the love he deserved. But he's in quite a good roles throughout his career, all the way up into old age. I'm a big fan of Lou Ayres.
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he was an inspiration to me, becoming a medic. Because I'm not a pacifist, but I am a conscientious objector. Meaning, as I had to explain to my sergeant one day, first sergeant, I said, hey, Top, no, you misunderstand. I'm not a pacifist.
Wait.
What?
You're very specific to me.
What?
Okay, I'll do it myself.
Oh, boy.
For what?
I'm confused.
Yeah,
Specific.
Okay. We survived that one.
Question: is this pause for some reason, or should I let it roll?
No, it's playing.
No, now it's playing.
No, it's playing. What the fuck was I talking about? Lou Ayres.
Ooh.
I was getting to
pacifist.
A point with Lou
You were a
pacifist.
You
My
not
first
being a
sergeant.
pacifist.
Yeah, my first sergeant called me a pacifist. I said, I'm not a pacifist. If you pull a knife, if you punch me, I'll punch you back. If you pull a knife on me, I will shoot you. And then I'll go home and sleep the sleep of the righteous. No, I have no problem taking a life or brutalizing someone. My problem is I won't do it under order. And he went, okay. And he had that look of like, Bill Murray, thanks for the safety tip, Egon. And then my sergeant, my platoon sergeant, referred to me as that guy you don't break the glass on until you really have to, because I have no fuse. I go from 0 to 60 in one split second. And combat
You're
mode.
the worst hand grenade ever.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, they do have that. They have when you look on the bottom of the old pineapple grenades, and also the fuck, was it the M1 grenade? No. Frag grenade from 1990s. They used it. They had a similar one in the Mark II, or the M67. And on the bottom of it, you have numbers on it. If you see 0, do not pull the pin on that thing and try to throw it. It'll blow your hand off. It's got no fuse. Instant explosion. It's made for booby traps. Hey, I like the name of that film. Do you pronounce that Runt?
That's the
Maybe
spin-off.
that's how they say it in Sweden. I don't know.
I remember Robin Williams fucked up one time and said hingers instead of fingers. He said, sorry, I thought I was speaking Swedish for a second. Look at my hingers.
I like one time, I can't remember which show it was. He goes, rented lips, because he fucked something up. Yeah.
Or, sorry, rented lips.
Yep.
Hurts rented lips.
Yep.
What really sucks is the miles.
Oh,
that's my joke on his joke.
Yes. Awesome. Let's see.
Yep, he sure did. But you look at those Dr. Kildare movies, And it's often not him that gets really the most notice from that show. Anybody remember?
Nope.
It's Richard Chamberlain. Gets remembered for playing Dr. Kildare.
Yeah.
I never saw that. So,
and I got to tell you something. I appreciate so much of him because he was gay. He was openly gay in Hollywood. He was not openly gay to the public.
Not to the public, no.
But
every woman that watched television wanted him. Yeah.
But he wasn't one of those activists. He wanted to play roles and play them great. And that's why that scene in the movie show or TV series Shogun is so fucking funny when he calls the little Japanese guy a bugger.
Yeah, right.
Little
bugger. Yeah, he was the face of the miniseries. When
I fucking damn.
First started making those things, man. The Thornbirds, Shogun. He was in a bunch.
And the Thornbirds is where Rachel Ward met her husband, Brian Brown, and they're still married to this day, happily married.
There's some cool stories in Hollywood. It's not all bad. There's some cool stories. And Richard Chamberlain, to what you're saying, yeah, he was always one of my favorites, man. He really was. And everybody knew he was gay. Yeah, you know, it's just the general public, like you said, didn't know it. And boy, the girls loved him. That's why they kept putting him in stuff because, you know, and a little bit of trivia. He's the first guy that played Jason Bourne too.
Yes, he is. Yep. I have that it was a mini series, 2-episode mini series, technically a movie.
Right.
And
the Bourne Identity on television.
I've watched it. I remember it was pretty good. Not great. But
yeah, it's good. Not the beat 'em up that the Matt Damon.
No, he was more cunning. Yep. This was about being cunning.
Yep.
He was more like Splinter Cell, where you try to avoid fighting.
Yep.
Oh, this scene is great. This is where she falls on her fucking ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, after shooting.
You got to pull the trigger back. She pulls it back. He goes, no, you got to pull it all the way back until it locks.
Till it clicks. Yeah.
Yeah. And then he gets up and he starts walking towards her. I don't think you're going to shoot me. And then she fucking shoots me. He goes, you shot me. I fucking love that. Like
she does not know how to hold a gun.
No.
She's lucky she didn't brain herself with that thing.
She's got more grit than common sense.
Hence the name of the story.
Yeah, True Grit. And she does. She has true grit.
Mm-hmm.
That's when she shoots him right there. That's when she shoots him.
Yeah. She is going to see it through no matter what.
You shot me.
She's so fucking angry.
Yeah, that stuff was pretty harsh. I'm a big fan of that film. I like the made-for-TV movie with Richard Thomas and Ernest Borgnine. I have that too. I like that version. That's where you have that really great scene where I'm not sure if it's Borgnine that says it, that the leaders of these countries need to basically go into a ring and fight it out instead of sending us to do their dirty deeds.
Man, you know what it just made me think of? The climax of The Postman. Costner looks at him. He says, wouldn't it be great if we could just finish this, you and me, not have all these people get hurt? And he's like, yeah, but wars aren't fought that way. He goes, well, it is in your army. Remember? Yeah. I'm a big fan of The Postman.
I am too. No, I plan to do
movies
that.
I've ever seen. Yeah.
I plan to do that probably next year because we already did Costner's this year.
Right.
And I want to do The Postman. I want to do Waterworld.
Yeah.
I love those movies.
That's one of my guilty pleasures. I dig that movie, man. I think it's good. And
about 3 months ago, I got a copy of the Ulysses cut, which is like the 3-hour cut.
Oh, wow.
That's cool. Look at fucking Duvall.
Dennis Hopper, once again, he's the bad guy in Waterworld. He's great in that movie.
Oh, Dennis Hopper in that film. Yeah, Waterworld.
He's awesome in it, man. Yeah.
But I wanted to talk about this. That scar on his lip, Cogburn gave it to him.
Mm-hmm.
Shot him in the lip. And I love that. And when the scenes are so identical, when he's sitting there and he confronts Ned and he goes, I got no business with you two brothers right now. So
Right.
you can be on your way, you know. And Ned says, with a blind old fat man like you, he goes, fill your hands, you son of a bitch.
The exact line is, well, that's bold talk for a one-eyed fat man.
Bold talk for a one-eyed fat man. God damn, that's a great line. This movie.
Yep. I'd say that's bold talk for a one-eyed fat man. Fill your hands, you son of a bitch.
Well, yeah, the one that was made for TV is a proper adaptation of the book. It's the only one that got it right. The 1931 is a good film. I do love that film. And the newer one, I watched it. It's not that I don't love it, but I appreciated the film. I had an appreciation for the new one, but I didn't like the ending because it was not true to the book. Do the fucking book. And I can't stand filmmakers who think they're smarter than somebody who wrote a masterpiece.
Right.
Let's see. So they got the girl, and he's learning what she wants and stuff, and he doesn't care, you know. And so what he's going to do is he's going to leave good old fucking Tom Chaney with her. And Tom Chaney knows they've left me to die here with you, you know. And so he wants to get a piece of her. He wants to kill her. Fucking makes him angry because she wounded him.
Never underestimate the girl.
Nope. Girls, if you want to fuck things up, the first thing you do is invite a woman.
Fuck off.
Oh, yeah.
You
So when-
are in for a beating when I get my hands on you.
You know,
man.
You know that entry on her list has 3 extra stars, right?
Yeah. I'm not going to be happy until I'm a 4-star ass. Wayne began lobbying for the part of Rooster Cogburn, like after he read the novel by Charles Portis back in '68. And he called Marguerite Roberts, the script, the best script that he had ever read. And this was instrumental in him getting her script approved, and credited her name after Roberts had been blacklisted for alleged leftist affiliations for years. So just remember this about John Wayne, who is a fucking red blood fucking conservative.
Yeah.
And he was constantly helping lefties. What he wouldn't tolerate is when they would disrespect him. And he wouldn't work with them anymore. This happened with Robert Mitchum's son. And he said something to about Wayne in an interview on an LA ABC affiliate. And Wayne took it personal and would not take his phone calls after that. And Mitchum kept trying, the kid kept trying to apologize to him because he really did look up to him like a second father. Because, to be the son of Robert Mitchum and to have someone like John Wayne looking over your career, helping you along, and he completely fucked it by opening his mouth and saying some, Democrat stuff that was not just Democrat, but anti-conservative. And it was directed specifically at Wayne, even though he didn't say Wayne. Wayne knew it was him that he was talking about. And that's the way he was. Wayne was one of those fucking hard people that if you crossed the line with him, done with you. Never talk to you again.
Yeah.
You could have been the best friends.
Could have been the best of friends, but yeah.
He had zero forgiveness.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I should say, because I don't know if he didn't forgive them. He may have forgave them, but that doesn't mean you have to deal with them. And that's it. He had this hard edge about people that if you step over a line with him, he just cut you out. He just would not deal with you ever again. And it broke Mitchum's heart that he wouldn't let him apologize to him. And it stuck with him. He did an interview after Wayne's death saying, this is the thing I have to live with the rest of my life. That I never got to tell him personally how sorry I was.
I wonder what made him so hard and unforgiving.
I think Ford made him that way. John Ford.
That's a
Ford was like that.
A peaceful life.
Yeah, John Ford was the exact same way. He and Henry Fonda were close until Mr. Roberts. And the falling out that they had in that movie was forever. They got into a fist fight. Henry Fonda and John Ford. Yeah, he implicated him in something that he was upset about in California. And basically, Wayne was this also happened with another actor, Buddy Ebsen, when he was on the Beverly Hillbillies, and the woman that played the personal secretary for the banker. God damn, I remember her. Her name was Jane in the show. I can't remember what her real name was. She ran for a seat in the state of California, and Buddy Ebsen, being a Republican, supported somebody else and went on TV and showed his support, and she got hurt by that. And they were alienated for years. She wouldn't talk to him on the set unless it was to deliver lines to him. She would not talk to him. But finally they buried the hatchet, I think, in her head.
Damn. That's not cool, man.
This scene is done in a different way in the newer film, because the horse doesn't roll on him. He takes the horse down in the new version, which is less likely to cause an injury to the stuntman or a real cowboy. In this situation, the way this horse rolled, Anima said that should have broken his leg. And I'm like, it is rolling.
Well, not when the horse rolls, but in real life, you shoot a horse, the horse falls on your leg, that leg is broken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but the way they rolled it, is why it's not broken, because it didn't break the stuntman's leg doing it. And but I think they did it better in the 2010 version, the way he rolled the horse in that, when the horse gets shot. And Ned Pepper couldn't hit him, but he could hit the fucking horse, which is like the broadside of a barn. And but Cogburn nailed Ned in the chest, and he's dying. And he knows he's dying. So he wants his last act on this planet to be killing Rooster Cogburn.
Right.
And this is where LaBeef fucking earns his money.
Yep.
Fucking shoots him with that Sharps rifle from on top of that hill.
Gets him from way out.
But I like the modern version better, because instead of seeing it up close like they show here, you see that shooting. You know what's going down there. You see them as two little ants there in the field, like that shot right there.
Yeah.
It's like that shot. And then you see from his perspective, fires that shot, and you get that momentary second of that round in the air. And then you see his arms up, and then it goes down like that. And then he just falls back off the horse dead. And by the way,
Matt Damon plays him in the new one, doesn't he?
Well, in the new film, they Matt Damon. So Matt Damon plays him, and he does a good job.
Yeah.
And the movie ends with that thing of, we don't know if he ever died. We just assume he didn't die because he didn't look like he was mortally wounded. He had a crack on the head, and he'd been shot through the chest, and it was clean in and out, so he's probably going to be fine. There's no massive blood coming out of that wound, so it didn't hit a major blood vessel. No, he wasn't. He complained about it, and his complaint was, again, going back to the director. He had a problem. Look, everybody had a problem with the director on this, but again, this is another guy right there. This guy was a communist. Okay. And he got blacklisted in Hollywood. And I'm trying to remember if he was part of the Hollywood 10.
What's the Hollywood 10?
Americans know what that is, and apparently Venezuelans too.
I don't know who's in it, but I've heard that term used before. Yeah.
Okay, here it is. After the war, Corey returned to Hollywood because he did serve, by the way, in the U.S. Navy honorably, and resumed his acting career, specializing in character parts and playing heavies in films such as The Killers, 1946, good movie, Brute Force 47, both of which starred another returning vet, Burt Lancaster, who I love that guy. His appearance as the psychiatrist in Home of the Brave, which is another great fucking movie, was one of the best screen performances, promised a long and productive career in Hollywood. But the first phase of his cinema career was cut short in 1951 when he was subpoenaed to appear before the House Committee on Un-American Activities, UAC, after being named as a former Communist Party member by actor Mark Lawrence. HUAC had scheduled hearings in Los Angeles as part of its crusade to ferret out communist influence in Hollywood. Appearing before HUAC in Los Angeles in September 1951, the then 37-year-old Corey refused to testify, instead invoking his Fifth Amendment rights, and the movie industry ruled that anyone invoking their constitutional right not to testify would be blacklisted. And Corey was missing out an entire decade of work in films and television during the 50s. Ironically, Lawrence, whom Corey despised for the rest of his life, pointing out that he had remained stateside on a health deferment while Corey risked his life during the war. That was virtually absent from the American films and television during the same decade, having to make his living in Italy along with American expatriates who had also been blacklisted. They also made money in Mexico, by the way. A lot of people don't know this. There was a film industry in Mexico. Martin, you being down there, you're aware of that, right?
Yeah. In Venezuela, we saw so many
communist actors and writers and directors.
I didn't know that.
That's where they went, and they went to Europe, and Italy was another place. Spain was another place they went to. That was a little more kind to people who had been blacklisted in Hollywood as communists. But anyway, after the blacklisting, Corey used his GI Bill benefits to study speech therapy at UCLA while supporting his family as a common laborer. At the request of his fellow student, Corey organized a class in speech that he taught in the garage of his home in Hollywood Hills. He expanded his curriculum to acting, accepting $10 a month in tuition per month from each student that allowed them to attend weekly classes. Eventually, he expanded the garage to create a smaller theater where his students performed scenes. Corey's reputation as a teacher grew, and in the mid-1950s, he had become a premier acting coach in Hollywood. Although studios still refused to hire the blacklisted Corey as an actor, they did send contract players to study with him because they knew how good he was, and he is a great fucking actor. Corey's class, which became known as the Professional Actors Workshop, attracted directors, screenwriters, and established actors seeking insight into the craft to get better at what they were doing. Corey's workshop has been described by the National Observer as a major influence in the motion picture industry. Corey was a Stanisławian, God, I can't say that guy. Stanislav is the guy's name. And you add the Ian at the end. Anyway, so teaching the popular method technique of sense memory popularization, but such other acting gurus as Lee Strasberg and Stella Adler, which sought to tap into the actor's own emotions and psyche, method acting. Corey's own teaching technique was electric. He focused on one-on-one works with the individual actors, seeking through improvisational exercises to get the actor to tap into his or her subconscious and use their imagination to come up with the theme and would elucidate their character from that. And that, to me, is better acting. This method shit, man. I told you.
Oh,
like
that is perfect if you want to go crazy. Method acting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Like Jack Nicholson was one of the early method actors. Marlon Brando too, but Nicholson had a scene with Vincent Price. I think it was either Boris Karloff or Vincent Price in one of the Roger Corman films, and he threw the older actor into a chair.
Karloff.
And he stood up and he says, "Young man, I would appreciate it if you would not throw me into the chair, but allow me to perform my own acting in going into the chair, because I don't need you throwing me. I know how to fall without you helping." And I thought, that's fucking wonderful. And Nicholson learned from that. Watch yourself when you're using method acting. Be thoughtful of the people you're working with. They might not be using your method. This scene's a little different in the book, and it's better in the newer film because she doesn't go all the way down into the bottom. She gets tangled in a small root system, and she's caught in it. And she actually releases the rattlesnakes, which she tries to get a knife to cut herself loose.
And there's a whole nest of them, not just one snake.
Yep.
And what really made me angry in the old movie is that she keeps bashing that snake, making it even more angry instead of just
it's like
holding
she's just
still.
hitting it with the brush. Like, hey, you're making it want to bite you even more.
They don't attack unless they feel threatened, and she should know that growing up in that environment. That was so stupid.
You would think so, but she probably didn't. She probably never dealt with a rattlesnake, ever. Probably never been educated on how to deal with them. Best thing to do is stay the fuck away from them, because they're only irritated with you because you're close to them.
Yep.
Get the fuck away from them. Try to edge away. That's how you do it.
The rattle is a warning to stay the fuck away.
I also like here when he compliments Glenn Ford's character, LaBeef, however you want to say it, that Texican. I love that word, Texican.
Texican, yeah.
Fucking love that word, man. Texican, saved my neck twice. This was the latest one. Fucking last thing he did before he dies. But he doesn't die in the book. At least not on camera or in front of the reader.
On page.
Yeah. It's just, I assumed when I read the book that he survived because he was fine. He was just standing there going, all right, get going. Save her, because she's going to fucking die. She got hit by a pit viper. And it really juiced her up if you watch. You really see it in the new film. It's a CG snake that bites her, but it's still pretty damn good. And it does that double movement thing where its head goes back and forth. That's pushing the toxin, the venom into the fucking wound, And fuck, man, it's just really good. And she goes unconscious pretty quickly. And but I do like that they show in this version and in the other one her love of horses, and she didn't like the way he was riding the horse, and she didn't understand that he's going to kill this horse to get her to help. It's going to die. It's already been decided.
But he'd rather the horse dies than she dies.
Than her. Yeah.
And in the new film, they show it properly because he gets off the horse with her as it just lays there, just suffering. And he turns this fucking colt on her and puts it out of its misery. Yes, Star Trek. Good episode, man. We just talked about this episode over the weekend. The Cloudminders. She tries to outsmart
this is
seaman.
Yeah. Penny.
Hi, Penny.
Hi, Penny.
What's up?
I've been wondering where she was.
Trying to keep up with Danny, of course.
Oh, I know that film. It's got what's her name in it that I thought she was cute. Blonde chick. What the fuck is her name? Oh, Bad Girls, 1994. Mary Stuart. Yeah, Mary Stuart Masterson, man. I always thought
Love
she
her.
was cute.
Yep.
She's so cute.
Some Kind of Wonderful. What's up?
So kind of wonderful.
Awesome movie. Love it. Much prefer that to its predecessor.
Also, even though they had already started shooting night scenes at night, this movie used the old school day for night blue filter. And that bugged me. A movie that close to 1970 shouldn't be using that day for night shit. But they did. Most likely for safety reasons with the horse.
Yeah, you have safety reasons, you have budgetary reasons, you have scheduled reasons.
It's usually one of those out there. It could also be the fighting going on between Wayne and the director.
Could children shoot at night at that time?
Well, she wasn't a child. She was 22.
She was 22? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Henry Hathaway was the director on this. And man, he did some great movies. Like one of my favorites. It's a long movie, but it's worth the watch. How the West Was Won.
Oh, yeah.
Trail of the Lonesome is really good too. Call North Side 777 with Jimmy Stewart. Great fucking movie. He did the Raid on Rommel. He did the movie Shootout. Oh, man. Nevada Smith, dude. A lot of people don't know that Nevada Smith is technically a sidequel.
Sidequel? That's a cool term. I like that one.
Because there was a movie. Yeah, they're co-related films. Like Blade Runner has a close relationship with Soldier. And Soldier is referred to as a sidequel to Blade Runner. In fact, that's where I first heard the word sidequel. And that comes from the movie Giant with Rock Hudson and James Dean movie. And the guy that works for the main character, his name is Nevada Smith, played by George Papard.
Papard?
Now, I do like this scene, but I think it's better in the new one because you don't really see this until the end, the very end of the movie, where she takes his body because he died 3 days before she got to visit him. And so she takes his casket all the way back home to bury him next to where she'll be buried when she dies. And I fucking love that.
Yeah, very cool.
But they wanted to end on a happy note, so they have him jump over a fence with his horse.
And that's when he fell off and died with a broken neck.
Yeah. No, it's really sad in the new one because they kind of stay in contact, but they never meet. And then finally he goes on tour with this circus-like company and writes her a letter that, how about we meet when I'm in your town? And the moment that circus hits town, she goes to meet him and he just died. Really
it was an Old West show.
Yeah.
I love it. She runs into one of the younger brothers, and Jesse James's brother is there. And when she comes up, younger stands up for a woman. You know, you do that when you're a gentleman.
Yeah, I was going to call it a carnival, but yeah,
it's not. It's an Old West show, and younger stands up and addresses her, while the James boy, old man, just sits there leaning back, just looking at her like, I don't give two shits who you are.
And she calls him out when she leaves. That's awesome.
She turns around. She goes, Mr. Younger, trash. And then turns around and walks away.
Stay seated, trash. That's what she says.
I fucking love that. I don't think the casting was right with her, but man, she was good as the old Maddie. She had a thin lip expression, you know, very thin-lipped woman.
What did he say to her on, when he was leaving? Something like, "We'll come see a fat old man sometime."
Yeah.
Like that.
And I stand corrected. It was not Giant. It was Alan Ladd in The Carpetbaggers. not George Peppard. So Alan Ladd played Nevada Smith in The Carpetbaggers. 1964, 2 years later, they put out it's a prequel because it's the younger Nevada Smith when he was out in the West and avenged the murder of his parents. And it's a damn good film. I like The Carpetbaggers too. I thought that was George Peppard for some reason.
Peppard.
Alan Ladd. Was he not in that? Let me go. I got to go find out, man.
Don't know.
Where is... Okay.
This is one of my favorite movies ever, man, because I've got there's 3 prints that I'll sell when I put up a booth. One is a Pierce Brosnan James Bond with the gun and the silencer and everything. One is Marilyn Monroe, and I want to do a whole series of these with my favorite people on them. It's her portrait, and down at the bottom, I've got a picture of her with a parasol in a one-piece bathing suit. You know what I mean? From one of her movies. And then his is my favorite because it's him from She Wore a Yellow Ribbon. Remember, he wasn't that old at the time, but they aged him and made him look old in it. And you know, he's got the cavalry scarf on and everything, and no hat. You know, but at the bottom, I've got him with the rifle in one hand, the pistol in the other hand, and the reins of the horse in his teeth. Down at the bottom, smaller than his face. You know, I'll have to get those and show them to you, man. I'd have to dig them out right now, but
by the way,
they're my favorite people.
By what name are you known?
There are some who call me...
There's some pictures of civilian casualties.
Fuck you, Tim.
Ooh, double greeting.
Sorry. Had to get that done, buddy.
He was asking for it. Said, look.
Yep. Fuck me, say it.
And you know, you get the second one, the fuck you one, when you show up that late. So,
right.
I think he was asking for that one.
No, the film I'm talking about is The Carpetbaggers. The film is basically about Howard Hughes. George Peppard is in it. He plays the Howard Hughes character. And Alan Ladd plays the guy that used to be his right-hand man. It's a fictional version of Howard Hughes. Great film. George Peppard's character his name is Nevada Smith in the movie. And I kind of wish that they could have made it with Alan Ladd, but it was he was already starting to get old. And so he just was too old to play the part. So they're like, well, what are we going to do? So they go and get Steve fucking McQueen, the king of cool, to play Nevada Smith when he's younger. And it's a damn fine movie. Both films.
And there you go.
Are we sure it wasn't the John Ford film, She Wore a Yellow Ribbon. Great movie. I think that is one of the first films featuring Patrick Wayne, where he plays a character. John Wayne was radioactive. Yeah. Oh, let me tell you. The percentage of people that got cancer and died that worked on that film from cancer is ridiculous. They absolutely were exposed to
which movie?
The Conqueror, the movie that never should have been made. John Wayne as Genghis Khan.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
What is that?
And I'm going to tell you something, Gambit. Never seen the movie. Never wanted to.
Why would you?
I thought it was a terrible idea. John Wayne is an Asian man. I'm like, no.
And from the pictures, the still pictures I've seen, they dolled him up tried to slant his eyes with makeup.
Oh, they give
it's crazy,
makeup,
man. I'm like, what?
Terrible.
You people were doing serious hallucinogens back then. Good
At least when they did Joel Grey in Remo Williams,
right?
He didn't look like Joel Grey.
No, he didn't.
He still looked like John Wayne, but with Asian eyes. It was weird. And I'm like, we already have an Asian John Wayne. His name is Toshiro Mifune.
Yeah.
He was the Japanese. He was the Japanese John Wayne. I wouldn't say Rock Hudson, but Cary Grant and Gary Cooper. and Spencer Tracy. He could play any roles that any of those actors could play. The only thing I never saw him do very well was comedy. I know he's in stuff that has comedy in it, and that's, of course, 1941, but he is not actually funny.
No, he's the straight guy.
He's played it straight. I don't think he can do comedy. But what made me laugh so much is another actor that he was friends with in real life played the head of the automotive company in the movie Gung Ho, with directed by Ron Howard and starring Michael Keaton and a slew of other great comedic actors in that movie.
Oh, yeah.
And he delivers one of the funniest fucking lines in that movie completely straight. He looks at Michael Keaton after he has lied, cheated to get them to approve their automotive factory to build these Japanese cars so he could get people back to work again. And I mean, the fucking things that they did is ridiculous. But the whole time, this old man is just straight faced. Like this. The whole movie. And finally, at the end, he turns to Michael Keaton. I like you. You make me rough.
You make me rough.
And he does it with the straightest fucking angry face I've ever seen. And then he turns and it's like, and Michael Keaton's like, great. I love that movie.
Yeah, Gung Ho.
Wait, what's this? The age makeup that John Wayne is wearing there of his, swear to God, you can cut it with a knife. Yeah, it's like so thick. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You can cut it with a knife and you won't know it's the actor doing it. Doing the characterization so subtly and in depth. Okay. It's nice that you can have a conversation with yourself like that, Gambit. Yeah, you can sit there and just talk. We don't even need to do a show. We just sit there and just read the next thing you write.
You know what's the best part about being able to have a conversation with yourself, Gary?
What?
You're never alone. You always have
statements like, statements like that make me worry.
You only begin to worry now. You've known me for 3.5 years.
I was going to tell you some more about this. Henry Hathaway, who directed the film, calmed Wayne's doubts, most notably concerning the eye patch, which was made of gauze, allowing Wayne to actually see through it. John Wayne thought the picture had been edited too tightly by Hathaway. Nevertheless, in May 1969, a few weeks before the picture was released, Wayne wrote to Marguerite Roberts thanking her for her magnificent screenplay, especially for the beautiful ending in the cemetery that she had devised in Portis's style. Wayne and Kim Darby worked very well together, but Henry Hathaway disliked her, stating, "My problem with her was simple. She's not particularly attractive, so her book of tricks consisted of mostly being a little cute. Although the film, I had to stop her from acting funny, doing bits of business and so forth. So she was trying to yuck it up a bit, and he had to stop her." And the courthouse scene was shot at the real courthouse at Ouray County, constructed in 1888 in Colorado.
If you want to see it, there's the portrait I did of John Wayne.
Bring over. There you go. Hey, that's pretty good. I like that.
How
good
about the
job.
bottom of it? How you like the bottom of it?
Is that his penis?
No, it's not the penis. Look at him. He's got the fucking reins of the horse in his mouth, man. Come on.
Okay.
Wishful thinking, Gary.
Right? Once again, the gayest straight man in the world.
Wait a minute, FKCH. Isn't it where John Wayne is playing? Yeah. I really fucking get mad when people call him Genghis Khan. I fucking hate that.
That's how we learn it in German, though.
And, well, if you're American, we're taught Genghis Khan in school.
Yeah.
If the public school system isn't good enough for John Kerry, he can go suck a dick. And I'm sure he has.
I want to ask a Chinese person how they pronounce the name. Because that's going to be the right way.
It's going to be totally different. You probably won't even know the word.
Yeah.
Because once you anglicize it, it's anglicized.
You shouldn't emphasize
cosplaying
fucking names.
an Asian in that film, well, would trigger a lot of red flags today. And
Hello.
you know what, Gambit? I say fuck people who get triggered by that. I don't want to see it because I want to see Asian actors get their fucking day. You know, they should have every right to play Asian characters. They're really Asian. So why not? It's weird. But when people start yelling, well, you got, if you're going to have a guy that's got a disorder, the actor has to have that disorder. And I'm like, no, this is where acting comes into play, because it's called acting. And the only thing different from that in play acting is the fact they took the word play off, because it's the same fucking thing. It's play acting on camera, and go fuck yourself. That's not you, Gambit. I mean, for those woke cunts that do that shit, fuck them.
Yeah.
I did it late enough in the show to where I doubt they will gig us for it at YouTube.
No. Well, past 2 hours.
Yep. So we are at the end of the show. I do love this movie, but I am really looking forward to doing the 2010 version, because I was impressed with Jeff Bridges in that role, the way he did it. My only problem with it is that every time he plays an old cop, he plays Rooster Cogburn. It's the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
So that is his go-to version of playing an old cop. He did it in R.I.P.D. with Ryan Reynolds. Same fucking character. He's kind of the same character in Hell or High Water, but I do like it. I like that movie a lot. It's a modern Western, and it's
one of the few Taylor Sheridan movies I have not seen. I got to watch that one.
Oh my God, dude, you got to. It's the best one.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I fucking love Wind River.
The Wind River is my favorite thing he's ever done.
That shootout is in my top 5 favorite gunfights.
That's how it would go down. Yeah.
In a movie. It's so fucking real. It's like, people don't know. Gunfights go by fucking quick.
Yeah. I mean, it's so funny. Every time they make a film version of the shootout at the OK Corral, you know, it's extended and all this stuff. That gunfight took less than a minute. I mean,
yeah, it was fast. And the best version of that is Tombstone.
Yeah. That's
because when they approached, that's exactly how they approached. I'm like, they really got this right.
Yeah.
You know, they show the woundings. Like everybody got wounded, including Doc. They don't show it in the movie, but he did get wounded. And everybody got wounded but one guy. Who was it?
Well, I don't know.
Wyatt Earp. Went through all that.
Well, I mean, you know.
And never got shot.
That's the guy, right? Yeah.
At the river, a guy shot through his long coat, and it went right between his legs.
What's the movie that James Garner plays him?
Oh, the hired.
He's an advisor on a Western, right?
Oh no, yeah, that one.
Because a lot of people don't know that Wyatt Earp was he was.
I've got it in my head. I'm going to pull it up. Yeah, he plays Wyatt Earp when he's old in Hollywood, and Bruce Willis plays the part of Hopalong Cassidy. And I love that fucking movie. And the villain in it is basically Charlie Chaplin, played by Malcolm McDowell. They change his name, but that's who he is.
Yeah.
And it deals with the murder on that boat, the Hearst boat.
Do you remember the name of the movie?
I'm trying. I see the poster. Drew Struzan did the poster.
Yeah. I'm looking.
Sunset.
I just looked up James.
Something sunset. Sunset. Sunset, something sunset.
I'm looking. But yeah, I remember that movie for no.
Tequila Sunrise?
No,
but we're going to be doing that soon. That's on the list coming up in the next month or so. I like that movie for Kurt Russell's birthday. That's a good fucking movie.
Yeah, that's in March.
Yeah, it's a forgotten film.
You know what? It is Sunset. Sunset.
I got it.
Yeah,
holy shit.
You got it. It's one word title. It's him and Bruce Willis. Yep.
Something sunset, something.
Tom Mix and Wyatt Earp team up to solve murder.
Not Hopalong. Tom Mix.
Yeah.
Who is the other cowboy?
Bruce Willis is playing Tom Mix. Yep.
It's a great fucking movie. And I'm so sad that movie tanked. That killed the director's career.
I love that movie. I think it's awesome.
I do too. Do you remember who the director was without looking it up? Don't look.
Oh, well, one of the greatest comedic directors of all time, of course.
Yeah, he also
my favorite movie he ever did was SOB myself, but
that's also a favorite of mine. Yes. That inspired my script.
It's Blake Edwards, folks, the guy that made all the Pink Panther movies.
He also did The Days of Wine and Roses.
Mm-hmm. Victor Victoria.
Shirley MacLaine and Jack Lemmon got Oscar nominated for that.
Yep.
What a great fucking movie. Why did that movie
tank? Was it a marketing fuck up?
It's usually a marketing fuck up.
Bruce Willis wasn't a big movie star at the time. It's one of the first movies he was in.
He was coming up. No. It was I think that was closer to 1990.
1988, my brother.
It was after the Die Hard.
Yeah. Not long.
But I said it was close to 1990.
Yeah.
And it should have been a hit. And I don't know what the fuck happened. Let me take a look at that one. Because this is a beloved film, the one we watched today. This is a beloved movie. And a lot of people were upset.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
And a lot of people were upset that they were remaking it in 2010. But then people saw it and said, you know what? That's a damn good movie.
Well, with the Coens, when I found out the Coens were making it, I said, yeah, this is going to be a good flick. You know, but they don't get much wrong. They really don't.
Well, I like them. I do.
Yeah, I do too. I'm a huge fan of the Coens.
Here we go. So here's the artwork I was talking about.
Yeah.
Painting by Drew Struzan. Beautiful work. I loved what he did there. But I'm trying to see Malcolm McDowell. Alfie Alprin is Charlie Chaplin. I mean, if there was a C in there anywhere, I would say it's almost like a fucking anagram. But Malcolm McDowell was clearly designed to look like Charlie Chaplin. And it's the kind of movies that he makes. It's Charlie Chaplin style movies in it. And nobody can play a villain like Malcolm McDowell. But that fucker turns right around and plays Grandpa on one of the best Canadian TV shows I've ever seen. Anima loved that show too. What is that one called? I forget.
Son of a Gritch.
That's it. Son of a Gritch.
And she actually says it, the mom, because she can't curse. She's deeply religious. But in one episode, when one of her kids is being sassy again, she turns around and is like, son of a Gritch.
All right, guys, I got a show starting at the bottom of the hour. I got to go. You be good.
Yeah, we're going to get out of here too. Fuck off, dude.
I'm going to.
Tired of you and your bullshit.
Good to see you.
You're so sweet.
Good to meet you, buddy. Bye.
Bye.
That's one thing every one of my friends will tell you. I say mean shit when they got to go. I said, yeah, I'm sick of your shit. Get the fuck out of here.
He says that to me, guys. Can you believe that? He really says
and
that.
I do it with I have such immense love for well, of course, my woman, clearly, but for all my closest friends. And I will absolutely treat them like crap when they got to go. Like, it's like, I hope you didn't clog the toilet like last time. Yeah, I did that. I said that to Mac. I said, God, I hope you didn't clog the toilet like last time. He never did it. I was making it up. Let's get back to don't respect Asian culture. No, I fully agree with you there. See, it's the one thing I don't like. I don't like people of other races playing other races unless they look physically like that race. Like, I'm going to tell you right now, because of their color, a lot of Polynesians can also look African American, which I don't like that phrase because Africa doesn't like American black people. They don't.
Yeah.
They are racist towards blacks from America.
Well,
there's
one problem they have, and I know this from black friends that I have. They hate that you call everybody African American.
They don't like that. No, I know. They don't
he's
like
fucking that. British and he's black, and they call him African American.
Yeah, he hates that shit.
Yeah.
The first American black that went somewhere in the Congo in Africa to fight a boxing match was the first American beloved by Africans. Who was it? See if anybody knows.
Ali?
I'm looking for
Yeah,
the
it's the
chat.
only black box.
Hey, Genghis is here. The real Genghis.
Yeah, I
Tell him,
tried to bring
Genghis.
him up, but there was so many.
It's not
so many other
Genghis, it's Genghis. All right. Nobody in the chat's going to guess it. Okay, yeah, it's Muhammad Ali. The Rumble in the Jungle. And they fucking loved Muhammad Ali. And
Well,
it was the first time that we'd ever seen anything like that.
Well, he was absolutely charismatic. It's hard
not to love him. I grew up loving that man. I was upset when I found out that he had evaded the draft and used, religion as an excuse. And I'm like, really? No. I got to tell you, Muslims are really good at warring. So no, that's not a good excuse. But I still admire that guy all the way until he died, man. And I cried when he died. That guy took up a lot of my youth. I learned how to throw a jab watching him in slow motion, watching where the hand started, because he threw his punch from his fingertips. And as the fist got closer, it would close, like right then and there. And that's how it became so fucking fast. No shoulder, from the fingertips. And he used his hips when he threw a punch. So there's so much power behind it. Another guy I saw it did that was Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee's 1-inch punch, that was all hip. People think that it's the shoulder. No, it is his hip that knocked you 10 feet back. And I showed some people. I showed people how to do it. I said, you can do it too. I said, I would put my hand right in front of their chest like this, and I would put my fingers to it, and then I would close my fist so it was about an inch away from them, and then I would slam my hip, and they'd just go flying back. And of course, I was smart enough, I put stuff down for them to land on. And when I hit that guy in the army, I bitch slapped him with this part of my hand and knocked him back about 10 feet, spun him too. I hit him so fucking hard, he spun and went back and landed in that beautiful, dry Missouri dirt, and it made a perfect little cloud around his body like the Wile E. Coyote falls from off a cliff. Right. And if you don't know how dangerous the open hand is, watch Bass Rutten sometime. Martin, you know who he is, right?
No.
He is, I think he's Dutch. I'm pretty sure he's Dutch. Anyway, he's a MMA fighter. And he came up through the Japanese circuit first. And he hadn't done the MMA thing. This was his first stint trying to get into it. And he was losing every fight. But when you see him hit somebody, he hit like this. Open hand. Hit him here. He would knock the shit out of him. Go look it up sometime. Bass Rutten hitting. Nobody can hit like him, man. He was a fucking monster. And while in Japan, though, he was forced to learn grappling, which he had never been a ground fighter. And you have to do that. You have to learn a defense against grappling. And finally, he started getting it. But what ended up going good for him was after he was being trained this way, he still lost a fight and he got angry. So he said, I'm not listening to anybody anymore. I'm going to trust my instincts. So he started training specifically for grappling to do specific locks and holds and how to get out of those holds. And boy, oh boy, from that point forward, he never lost a fight. Never lost a fight. That guy's a beast. What's this? Do you know what the xenophobia towards the Black African Americans reminds me of? The movie Sugar Hill. That's a good movie. Good movie. Good call out, Gambit. And I kid you not, there's a scene in it where Wesley Snipes gets frustrated with the word Akata, and he asks him, what's this Akata shit you keep calling us? And type the answer.
I haven't seen the movie. I don't know that movie.
Oh yeah, I've seen it. Sugar Hill. Yeah. Look, Wesley Snipes is a good actor.
Yeah.
And he went the action way because he couldn't see a future of making money. So he knew there's money in making action films and becoming an action star. And boy, oh boy, he did it in spades. And I don't mean that in the racist way. You know what, Kat? I've had enough of your shit today.
She's been a good kitty.
I don't like Westerns.
No, what he was saying is, okay, you're done. You used your screen time. Get off.
I'm waiting for this.
She's asking to see the orange cat again. Handsome cat.
She's missing her orange cat.
This movie became a hit because of really 3 people. Okay. You've got Marguerite Roberts, who wrote the screenplay. I'm going to go with Charles Portis. So 4 people. Charles Portis wrote an amazing book, okay, which I have a copy of that book, which I wanted to share with Anima. She doesn't want it. I don't like electric.
No, I didn't say that. I don't have whatever application you asked me. I don't have that because I hate reading on screen, but I'm going to do it if that's the only way to get the book.
Okay, so this movie was a success because of Charles Portis, because of Marguerite Roberts, and because of John Wayne. And oddly, I'm going to give credit to Hathaway as the director on this film, because I think they pulled it together. I think it's a functionally real good film. I don't think it's a perfect or really good adaptation, but I think it's a damn good story by itself. It's a standalone story. And there's enough elements from the book there that makes the movie work. And so I like it. Okay, I've seen Sugar Hill. It is totally visceral. Issues ranging from Italians acquainting themselves with blacks in the Bronx and inbred Africans developing a narrow-minded attitude. Yeah, but what does Akata mean? I just read it. I read all of these, brother. And I'm asking you to tell everybody what Akata means.
Maybe he doesn't know himself.
I will disown you if you don't know this, Gambit.
So you don't like it, but it's not to you, right? No? Gambit?
Uh-oh.
Come on, Gambit,
Guys,
tell me. Oops.
I'm being ambushed.
Uh-oh.
Hey, you disappeared.
The cat is eating
Gambit,
me
come
now.
on. No.
Okay, I'm going to give you the answer. I've waited, Gambit. I've waited for you, man. You broke my heart.
Yeah, we need to get out of here.
I'm not going to
He just
disown
wants to keep
you,
us
buddy.
around.
I'm not going to disown you. But Akata means, the literal word is wildcat. And it is any black that is of African descent that is outside of Africa.
He says Google faster.
They look at them as wild animals that don't belong anymore. You don't belong here. And that's what Akata is. Akata means, it's another way of saying outsider, wildcat, and that's it. Oh, did you Google it? Tell me if I'm right.
He's waiting for the answer, so he's telling Gambit to Google faster. I think that's what it is. Because if Gambit knew, he would have told us already.
Well, it's a term, and I think there's another word they use. I can't remember what it is. It's they say it, but Akata is a cat that doesn't live at home, I think is one of the definitions for it.
A stray.
Yeah. And they don't meet it in a loving way.
Yeah.
So,
I think
that's it.
Was quite obvious.
Higgity biggity.
So
I was right. Okay, thank you. No thanks to you, Gambit. No thanks to you. Yeah, by the way, when you think you're giving a definition in this, you're not really. You didn't really give the definition, buddy. Nice try, though. Look, man, you're really good in the chat. I enjoy your stuff. Google
Let's get out of
faster.
here.
Yeah, I'm ending it right now. So let me play something. I'm going to do this one. Yeah, this would be a good one to end on.
Listen, fuckwad, so you can shut the fuck up, okay?
There you go. I'm going to shut the fuck up. That was Bongino telling me to shut the fuck up. Thanks for hanging out with us, guys. It was fun. I love this movie. I look forward to doing the remake because it's actually.
Same.
Now, we'll see you guys on Friday. On Friday, we're going to be doing which movie on Friday?
The Outfit.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. This is one of the Parker books that got adapted. Parker, been called Porter, all these names. Mel Gibson played him in Payback. Lee Marvin played him in Point Blank. You know, he's a great character, but a lot of people don't know there was another one with Robert Duvall playing him when he got out of prison. And it's a very good film. It's not so much a story. It's just a bunch of shit that happens. And it's fun. There's some shooting. So we'll see you guys on Friday. All right, man. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Y'all come back now. You hear?
Matt Damon.